Okay, your board stack should be out and looking something similar to this. Um, this is a stack missing one board. Um, anyway, be very careful of these. These are very fragile, and they can be easily damaged, and your game will not work again if you damage these. They're on the front of the board set as well as on the back, although this one they're pulled off, but there are a set just like that belong on the back. Be very careful when you're pulling the board set out, because you get it at an angle and it tends to want to crush that one on the back side. So just be careful of these. Okay, so we're going to start here. Just a small flathead or even a little hook sometimes works good. And the object here is we just want to pull these up out of their sockets slightly, not all the way out, just slightly out, and then we're going to push them back in. And that's all we want to do. Pull them out a little bit and push them back in, and do it for every one of these that has a socket. Now, I will look for you ahead of time so you don't have to do all of these. I'll find out which board stack is for the controls, and then you can do just the board that takes care of the controls. But it'll be the same method. So here we go. We're going to just stick that underneath in between the chip in this socket, if you can see, and just gently pry up a little bit. You see that come up? Now we don't want to pull it all the way out, and the problem is you got to be very careful when you push these back in, because sometimes if you pull them all the way out, when you go to push them back in, these legs will fold up on you, and they won't go back in. They'll fold up. So be very careful and watch that when you're pushing them back in to make sure they're not folding up, that they're going back into the socket where they belong. Now that's all you needed to do. That's it. That's reseated. This side of it anyway. We're gonna do the other side. You gotta do both sides. So just pry it up gently. See, it comes out of the socket a little bit. That's all you want. And just gently push it back in again, and make sure that you didn't fold up any of the legs. If you do fold up the legs, it's not the end of the world. You can straighten them out usually. Anyway, let's hope you don't do that. That should be it. We're going to same thing for all the chips on the board. Just pry them up a little bit and push them back in again. That's it. Actually, this I shouldn't have pried there. Gotta make sure you get the chip and not the socket. There we go. So there you go. Chips up a little bit. Push it back in. That side's reseated. Same thing for the other side. Up. Push it back in. Good to go. And that's all you're doing. Okay.